Hello, whiners.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Girls Who Whine, episode 5.
Episode 5, baby.
So we actually, 5's our lucky number. And maybe you, or is it yours?
It's your lucky. You're born on the 5th.
I know.
I love it.
I don't know why I said ours. Like, I'm like, ours.
No, I love it. It's mine too now.
So we actually, if you could tell, our studio is a little different. We're in between spaces.
Trying something new. There's been a lot of changes going on.
A lot. Especially before summer when like everyone's moving here, like people's leases are up. People are in the move. Like we're going everywhere.
Yeah, Natalie herself is in the middle of like a crazy move right now. So that's been interesting dealing with that.
I know. It's funny because I don't get stressed out about a lot of things, like honestly. Nimmi got to see the side of me where it really just goes to show how different it is being a native New Yorker versus like a transplant me. Because I'm like going to go to our apartments. I'm staying with Nimmi. This is early in the morning, right? We like, and also like we're besties. We have sleepovers during the weekdays. Like everyone should. It's the most liberating experience. Mm-hmm. But Nimmi got to see me be like, okay, I'm gonna go tour, bye. And then she saw me like come back because they like were so I didn't have a good experience.
Dude, I was like, Natalie, you went to somebody in New York City before 10:30 a.m. asking for something, all happy and glad. You were not going to get a good response from anybody in this city before 10:30 a.m. We are mad. We are cranky. We are irritable. I was like, she came back crying. I'm like, girl, what did you expect?
And honestly, it was 10:30 a.m., right? And I had somebody emailing me, like, come check out the properties. But I guess if you already fill out an application, like, you can't see anything else. I don't really know how it works. Actually, I guess I know now. However, literally it was so exciting. You know, you're just like so happy. You're so excited.
Oh yeah, she was very chipper, very like, and I was like, oh girl.
I was like, bye, I'm gonna go get my home.
I was like, she's gonna learn today.
I literally go and I'm like, hi, like for this thing, like I just wanted to tour some places. The guy was like, weren't you here yesterday? I have been there every day for 3 days. I'm just trying to get a place signed. Like I found my dream apartment. So I'm like, oh, yeah, like kind of avoiding the question. And then this lady comes out of nowhere. She's like, we told you not to blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, meanwhile, I have somebody emailing me. So I'm trying to explain to this lady. I'm like, no, like I definitely want it. Like and the lady's like, I'm speaking. And I was like, oh, this is not friendly, bubbly territory. So then I immediately reverted to, don't cry. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like, holding back tears, and I just get up and I go back, and Nimmi's just like, you know, this is all in a span of like 5 minutes, and I'm like, Nimmi thinks I'm gonna be like, yay, we signed, and she opens the door.
She comes back crying, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, but I'm that type of friend that like sometimes like when my friends cry, I'm gonna be there for them, but you know when someone just cries and they're like, and you're just like, you don't know what to do. I'm like,
I was literally bawling. Like, it's for some reason when someone else, like when it's my friend that has like empathy, I know that I'm like, okay, you can just like let it all out.
She let it all out.
Nimmi wasn't getting the door, so I'm like, it was like taking her a second. So I'm like, this bitch doesn't realize how serious is this. So Nimmi I was like, yeah. She was like, what happened? Anyway, long story short, new apartment is signed, baby.
Yes.
We're only up and up. We're so excited to talk to you guys about a lot of stuff. It's getting hotter out in New York.
It's getting warmer. That means Montauk season is upon us.
Hamptons, and that, what else does that mean?
Actually, speaking of the Hamptons, can we please talk about Summer House?
We have to.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
Do you really think the love of your life is someone that's already slept with one of your best friends? Like, let's be so for real. The West and Amanda Batula drama of it all, it's been going around so much. Personally, I feel like, unfortunately, this happens so much in friend groups where you and your girlfriend, you're so close, and at some point, she ends up dating someone that you were dating, had a situationship, your ex, whatever. It happens so much, but truly, I am so shocked. If you've dated my best friend, if my best friend has ever even had feelings for you, or even a close friend, you automatically, in my eyes, as a man, you're an uncle, you're a cousin, you're my brother. Like, I just don't, it feels incestuous to me, you know?
It's something really sneaky and really weird and really like, whoa. There's way deeper problems if your friend's doing that. But also with that drama, I haven't like watched the show, but what's going on with that exactly? Can you give like a brief backstory?
Of course, yeah. So Summer House is a reality TV show based in the Hamptons in summer. It's a group of friends living in a shared house together. So Amanda and one of the other co-stars of the show, Kyle, have been married now in a relationship and married for like 10 plus years. They've always had a messy, tumultuous relationship. And I think this last season, you really see to show like the cracks before they fully like announce their divorce. In the Summer House, there's other people, other friends. Amanda is best friends with a girl named Sierra, and her and one of the other house members had something romantic a few summers ago. It's on and off. She was really hurt that it didn't work out. He was more about like, wanting to be single, live his New York City life, whatever. But the basis is that Sierra and Amanda are best friends. Amanda is married to Kyle. Kyle, Amanda, Wes, they're all friends. It's just weird. Amanda gets a divorce from Kyle. And for some reason, the tabloids, the paparazzi fans, everyone is seeing her and West hang out so much. It's, at first everyone's like, well, they're co-stars. They're like both stars of the same show, like they're friends, whatever. But, at one point I did think to myself, I'm like, you are hanging out with one of your best friends' ex-situationships. I don't care if you guys are friends. Like, she's your girl. Like, that's your number one. Why are you spending so much time with one of your girlfriends' ex-situationship, like intimate time, like going out, parties, friends?
Okay, can I be honest? Like, I just realized now with all this drama going on that I last summer saw Amanda and Wes together.
No fucking way.
At like this rooftop party. Like
in the Hamptons.
It wasn't in the Hamptons. It was in New York. I can find the
okay.
exact name of the place. It's like a very kind of like sceney, like whatever place where you drink and there's a DJ and it's like, they take photographer, whatever. And so I'm there and I'm thinking like when I actually like saw this, first of all, in my head, because I'm like, oh, okay, like Wes is like fruity or like he's like one of the girls.
He's
like,
your New York City performative male.
Yeah, because I literally thought like he was like a guy bestie, like someone that's like, a good person. So I like literally saw them. They were the only two people because I remember I was like shocked because I was like, wait, I like only knew about what Summer House was because, and it was almost like a year ago, like recently, like this summer, literally a year ago.
This is when they were filming, by the way. This is like everything that's being like shown now. That's when you saw them all snuggled up together.
Yeah, I was like, why is only two people here? But I was like, oh, maybe they're just like good friends. They bounce around. I told my friend, I was with my gay bestie at the time.
Okay.
Not my friend anymore. But I was like, oh my God, like that's the people from the Summer House cast. How crazy. And he's like, yeah, they're always out. Like they always go to these things. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's like normal. At the time, I don't know if I'm like allowed to say this, but like I was interviewing for
Natalie was going to be our breakout star of Summer House. She was interviewing with them.
I was interviewing for Summer House. They were actually interviewing my ex, who was my boyfriend at the time, that whole friend group. This was like right before the summer. So I didn't know like if I was going to be on the show. I didn't know, like I still wasn't, like I was auditioning, but I wasn't hearing back yet. There was no final answers, but we see the cast all caught up. And I'm like, do I go up to them? Like, I don't know. I didn't know anything, but I didn't think anything wrong of it up until this is all coming out. And I'm like, wait, what? And that place was just hands down bad vibes. It was just like sneaky energy. It was like literally like the Hamptons, like soul sucking lychee energy vibe that like.
That's what you get.
No, but I was like, damn. Cause now I can fully be like, listen, like the gay kid that isn't my friend anymore, he was trying to get me to talk to a different guy literally across the couch from Amanda and Wes. Like I was sitting there, my anxiety was so like I was like, this is really weird. I mean, mind you, my ex at the time is in the corner talking to like a girl and I'm like, what is going on? Like I thought this was a prank. I literally was like, there has to be cameras rolling. Like
it's a very shisty, shady, snaky, cloud chasey environment, I feel like.
I looked it up on ChatGPT to be like, are there cameras?
Yeah.
Like, are they filming? Like, are you allowed? What are like the rights for this?
No, yeah.
It would have been fucking good, but like, yeah.
No, but to know that this is where like these two snakes fell in love, like Amanda and Wes, like it doesn't even surprise me. This
where
is
me
like,
and my relationship like fell apart is where they fell in love. Like what?
Yeah, but that's literally what summer in the Hamptons is. It's like total chaos. It's like you might as well just like call it like spring break. Like it's chaotic. It's fast moving. It's very much about like money and entitled, and very much like entitled groups of people. It's
the same people at the same parties, the same environment. Proximity is actually like creating that attachment. Isn't that kind of?
Yeah, like we're gonna go more into the Montauk stuff about it like later on during this episode. But really, what we were talking about is like if you're hanging out with the same people that like your friends, you know, used to be romantically involved with, and like whatever, I just feel like naturally humans in proximity will start to create bonds and feelings. But to me, once again, I said, do you really think that the love of your life is someone that your best friend has slept with? Like, there are so many people in this world. Like, go expand your environment, go put in the work. Like, it's really like a sense of like laziness.
Find a new group. Like, it's literally them reverse psychologying these groups and getting into them. And it's like, just because this is convenient for you doesn't mean it's right. It's actually really unhealthy, especially for the people that you hurt along the way that have to like still be involved. Like, go expand your worlds. I guess in that sense, like sometimes your best friend is actually your biggest hater. If this is true.
That's so true for Amanda and Sierra. Your best friend sometimes is your biggest hater. I've seen it now firsthand recently.
We've seen it so many times, especially in New York City.
Can I give a little background?
Sure.
Okay, so Natalie, as I said, we've been getting to know each other more, spending more time together. I think me and Natalie both have been betrayed a lot in friendships, especially like in shiesty New York City, like especially for what Nat does. Like, she's very much more been in the social media influencing world for a longer time. And I think navigating friendships is really hard, like we spoke about in episode 1. And I think just recently seeing some of the I guess interaction between you and these girls that you were friends with, making content with, kind of working with in a sense, right. I think it's really interesting to be like, wow, like some of these girls are freaking vicious.
Oh my God, they don't care if you live or die. They've never heard the word no in their lives. They're so supportive and sweet online. In person, they're competitive, they're calculated, and it's just crazy in these messages that we're talking about.
Dude, when I tell you that like your favorite influencer is actually a mean girl, I was shocked when I saw the way that this girl behind closed doors was talking to Natalie. It was insane to me.
This is just some way that she's spoken to people her whole life. Like, people from college will say this about her, whatever. But the fact that it's like somebody that's getting so much praise online for being like chill and cool.
Oh my God. It's really like
so nasty. It's so scary.
Literally hopping on to like online. This is exactly what you'd see. Hey guys, like, oh my God, like, I'm so grateful. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, comes across as so chill and like so grounded and down to earth. The way that this girl absolutely attacked Natalie offline, I was like, yo, that's insane that you're even, as an influencer, as some sort of personality, the fact that you even walk around acting like that with like, thinking that you hold no liability is so insane to me.
It is crazy, actually.
The way she mean girled you, like, this is why you have no friends. This is what, like, yeah, you. I'm like talking about you. Like, it's insane to me.
No, it is crazy. Anybody that uses friendship, that's like, this is why you have no friends. So I guess this person was using friendship as a sort of like control factor. So she was like, I would never do this to one of my friends. This is why we'd never become friends. I thought we were friends. Using the word friend to contradict herself back and forth. And that just goes to show this is somebody that never had my best interest. This is somebody that psychoanalyzed my friend group. If you actually go and like look, it's kind of crazy. Like, my exact life, you just swap me out. And you kind of think about, and this has happened with like other groups, you kind of think about like, wait, maybe this is my biggest hater. Maybe this is somebody that's been feeding off of me, using friendship as a positioning to just project herself forward. And I don't know, I just think it's like, were you really gonna put that stuff in writing?
I think it's like what we've talked about too, like, these type of girls, they're very much like social engineers, but right, it's like backwards engineering. They see a group of people, they see a way to infiltrate the group, they see who they have to get out to basically insert themselves in, and like this is definitely one of those social engineering ass girls.
It's the easy way to kind of just go in and steal someone else's life. We've seen it happen many times.
Oh my God, yeah.
We can name it. It's like we've seen people try their way to like date a guy to get into a group, whereas it like never works out for them before because nobody wants them. Their only way that they can get in is to do that. Anyway, best of luck to her. Hope she speaks nicer to people. Blocked on all communication. I feel a weight off my back.
Goodbye forever.
Bye forever.
What do you think about this statement? New York girls chase money, LA girls chase fame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that sounds really
It's
on
like
point.
easy. Here in New York, it's funny because like the girls here, I feel like they actually have, like, you'll see more like corporate jobs here, right? Like everyone has like a job in one of the big top 10 companies. Everyone's more corporate, and what they're doing is on the weekends and traveling or vacations, that's when they're living their best lives, like living it up. In LA, people are going there for, you know, to be an actress, to be a singer, to be, you know, somebody, an artist in some way. So like in New York, you really do see like the girls, they are chasing after money. It's such a different dynamic. It's like the same hustle in both cities,
Yeah,
but like they're
it's
chasing
definitely a
different
hustle.
things. Yeah.
That is so true.
Actually, Natalie, you lived in LA and in New York. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what could you like say, like what you've seen? You're like, yeah, this is proof of that statement.
No, it's so true. It's so true. I lived in LA when I was like younger, but it literally was like the Jake Paul house or whatever.
Team 10. Team 10, yeah.
I went to the Team 10 house, like, I don't even know, like with my friends, and we had to sign an NDA, and the girls were like,
You've been to the Team 10 house? Shut the fuck up.
you're not supposed to like take videos. I signed an NDA, but whatever. Yeah, I did. I was
NDA,
like 20.
schmenDA, whatever. I'm sure you're not the first person to talk about the Team
talked to
10
Tana.
house.
I had a conversation with Tana. She called me
I heard
hallway
she's so
princess. She's so cool.
Yeah.
I literally was like, we were all hanging out, and Tana and Jake Paul like passed us, and she was like, "Hi, hallway queen," and he was like, "Hi, random girl in my hallway," and I was like, "You have people in and out of here all day long." So
Wait, were you guys staying there? No.
we just like, they would like have like pre-games and parties there, and it'd be like, "Oh, come on, we're going to the Team 10 house."
Oh, wow, that's funny. That's some crazy lore.
A lot of LA lore.
Yeah.
But it is all about the followers and all of that. I remember
fame,
when
yeah.
I moved there, my friend was like, "Okay, we're gonna post a bikini picture.
Yeah.
You're gonna tag, what's that swimwear company? Boutine LA. We're gonna tag Boutine LA. You're
Wow.
gonna do Boutine LA photo shoot. Then we're gonna do like, it's crazy."
Wait, it's so funny because like in New York, it's very vastly different. Like in New York, it's like, okay, we're gonna meet this guy has a membership at this crazy members lounge. We're gonna do this with this girl who's like a nepo baby who has like a yacht that goes out from like Greece every summer. Like they are really chasing the big bucks here, like in money instead. It's just like a very different culture. But like when it comes to like, let's say like Team 10 houses, like LA and New York, I feel like a huge thing right now are members clubs, social
Yes.
groups and members clubs.
1,000%.
It's like really like if you are somebody who is a member at probably one of the big, top 4 or 5, like Shea Margot, Zero Bond, Casa Cipriani, whatever, you are sought after like a piece of bread and like a group of pigeons or something like that.
But also, like, to explain what a members club is
Yes.
a little bit, it's kind of like when you go to the Amex lounge in the airport.
Yes.
Like, they're trying to make everything.
Oh my God. Yeah. New York City, especially, like they are pumping these out right now. Like it's basically just selling you higher exclusivity and like creating ways to just literally sell you something new as a business. Like it's almost like, oh, you can go to the club and spend 10K on a table, or you could be a member and pay a membership and then come here whenever you want. But honestly, I think it's kind of a really shitty business model because I was just talking to a friend about this. He explained that like it's cool because it gets all this hype at first. You create these members club. Let's say it's Shea Margot, and you invite all these cool people to like post this place, and then after a year and a half, someone else invests and creates a new and cooler members club. Everyone swarms over there. And then, so I'm almost like, as like a business model, how does this work? But then you know what he said? This is so cool. As a business model, once the new place is created and all these new, like more exclusive, like high, like echelon, like people go, then you start opening that members club to the public a little bit more. Ooh. And it already has all this hype and all this clout. So it stops in like 3 to 4 years. It's not as exclusive. It's more open to the public. And now the people swarm to somewhere else. It's actually the funniest thing ever. Like it's such an interesting model.
It's not even about fun. It's about proximity to people.
Or like access to like certain places.
Funny because we were talking about how these environments, they amplify the competition, the egos, the social hierarchy, like the being like, well, I gotta be friends with this person so I can get in here. Like when you understand all of the stuff that goes behind the intention, like people don't have your intentions in New York City. Like they genuinely do not. You have to be very specific with the people that you're around, because as like a native New Yorker, and like I'm a transplant, like I guess. Actually, I was born in Connecticut. So like
East Coast, let's go.
It's like 30 minutes from here.
Yeah.
It's like natives, New York City natives versus the people that are here just trying to be seen. And it's obvious because it's like if you grew up, you kind of like saw this. If you grew up here, you saw this like early on. And same in LA. Like it was so new that you saw it early on. But I also feel like these are issues that big cities have always had, like in Sex and the City. Instead of like influencers, it was like the models, and it was like the model dinners, and it was like escorts or something.
You're so right about that.
Right?
Wait, yeah, I also feel like for like in the terms of like New York natives versus like transplants and stuff, like as a New York native, you're like thrown into the pits of hell like right away. Like I was going to like Tao and all these places when I was like 16, like 14 years old. So like now like grown up, I'm like, yeah, like I could give two shits less. But I understand like when you're a transplant and like you're probably some girl from like Michigan that's moved here, this is like your first time in life feeling like you can like go to these really big clubs, venues, events, lounges, meet these people and stuff like that. But I think like there is like something about the New York natives where we're just kind of like, bro. Also, as a New York native, I feel like the LA-fication of like New York has been insane. Like it is not the same how it used to be like years ago. Like it's become very much a creator's world. It's literally the new LA, I think.
Really?
I consider New York a new LA, yeah.
With like influencer events and like
especially after like TikTok and like Instagram. I think a lot of like it used to be a place for models and stuff, obviously, and like that's LA too.
New York used to be like very models and fashion and like
models, fashion, corporate business,
writing.
Yeah, but now like creators and stuff, like you know how YouTubers used to move to LA. Now I feel like TikTok creators move to New York.
I feel like that started on YouTube.
Me saying it to Natalie as like a TikToker who moved to New York, but not in a bad way. But that's just like what it is now.
It's a lot of people do use like New York, like they use like the title of it to get views and clickbait and whatever, and it works, you know. There's so many people that live here. There's so many businesses. There's so much opportunity. Yeah. There are social patterns. I feel like all social patterns kind of like has started with YouTube. And there's been all those like aesthetic videos that I've seen. I don't know, have you seen these on YouTube? Like it's like moving vlogs and all this stuff. And it's like full length videos, but there's so many of those. And those were like the core YouTubers and like everyone started there. Now TikTok, it's like quicker, easier, more people are trying to do it, and it's kind of just like all a little bit of delay. Like each platform is a bit of a delay. Then it's like, oh,
what do you mean by that?
Like YouTube, it started on YouTube. Like this has been a thing, like vlogs, moving, all that stuff. People didn't use Instagram and TikTok so much for that.
Yeah.
But now with the modernization of like social media and it being so like lifestyle and quick, it's like, hey, you can make like a YouTube video, but like for your phone and quick and like get views. And so it's cool. It's interesting.
You're talking about like short form content, like basically
like using the long term content like idea and making it short term.
Yeah, short form. Yeah, I'm like, as everyone's like attention spans is just like slowly melting away every day because we're all like rotting on our brains and stuff.
I know. Even like me, like I have to have a podcast on while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, I have to have a TV show on constantly. My comfort TV shows. Yes, I always have Real Housewives of Potomac, I don't know, and behind like in the scenes because it just like gives me comfort.
I love that. I love, what was the one show I'm using Nimmi's Peacock account.
Yeah.
And wait, what am I, Vanderpump Rules. And Nimmi will be like, she'll come over and she'll be like, here, open your laptop, I'll put a comfort show on.
It's my emotional support comfort show, but it's actually like that's a problem. Why do we always need something in the background playing?
I feel like it's because like it's like an iPad kid in like a different form.
Yes, 100%.
It's kind of nice though. I wish I did it sooner. It really chills you out. It makes you feel like you're not on your phone so stressed. Honestly, I think that the pressure doesn't just all stay on social media because this stuff like shows up in real dating and like why the marriage rate is like getting pushed back and like all this like hard to find a person and divorce and all that stuff.
Do you think that like with social media and stuff like that, like I always say this about myself personally, like the way I look, the way I dress, the places I hang out, the things that I do, there are, let alone in the world, but just in New York City, there are probably like so many other versions of people who look like me, dress like me, like the same shit as me, do the same things with their friends as me. So like when it comes to being replaceable and just having access to like, if you're dating some guy and he's like, hey, I don't like that you're doing X, Y, and Z, he can just be like, all right, see ya. I can find a million other girls who literally look exactly like you, hang out the same freaking restaurants and lounges, do the same things, like the same stuff, and like will still party with me this summer in the Hamptons. Like everyone is so replaceable, and there's so much access considering now that we do have like social media. It's so easy.
It's interesting because there's like a bit of a mislead where have you heard of the 1% rule?
No, I haven't.
So it's like apparently the top 1%, there's only a top 1% of like men in the world, you know?
Like good men, like you're saying.
Good men
like,
have a good job, have values, are looking for like all the things that you would want in a partner. But because of social media, it creates an imbalance in dating because the top 1% of men have access to every single girl on social media. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Every girl, social media makes girls think that like, you know, there's an even amount of good guys and good girls. It's probably not, you're not going to get the perfect guys all the time. Like there's going to be things that you mix and match. You got to work with your partner, grow things together. But like they're saying like these girls are being convinced like the standards are so high for men now. And like there is an imbalance. And it's like, women are choosing who they want to date, but men choose who they want to marry. And it's like, are women in the end, are we getting the end of the stick regardless, the shit end of the stick regardless? Like, what are we?
I don't know. I definitely feel like personally when I've gone into dating, I've always been like, this is someone that I'm just dating. Like I'm having like fun. I'm getting to know them. And I think now men are so much more apprehensive about getting into relationships, about making decisions. Everything feels so like the finality of everything. Mm-hmm. I feel like men are very much like, oh, like I'm not getting into a relationship until I meet my wife. Like you hear that very much now these days. And it's so funny because I don't think women think that way, but I think men don't like men are so future focused that they are constantly thinking about like, oh, is this going to be my long-term, like, do I want to make this as a long-term decision? And truthfully in dating, I feel like you do kind of have to, you can't make every decision in dating like that. Like you could fall in love and get to know someone and then see if it works out or not. But there's so much like avoidance from men being like, I'm not going to date or have a girlfriend until I meet my wife. Dude, good luck. It's going to be really hard to find her that way.
Exactly. Also, I feel like going off of that, like a girl can date anyone. To get a guy to marry you, that's like a whole thing. Like girls will be engaged for years. Like there's all of this stuff.
It's the taxi light theory. Like that's what I'm saying too.
The taxi light theory. Tell us. Do bring that up again. Let's resurface that.
So like, it's like, if I don't know, I've never watched Sex in the City. I've just only heard it from like friends and just like seeing it online. But it's almost like once a man is ready for a relationship, his taxi light is on. Otherwise, if he's not ready, it's off and you can't do it. It's almost like a taxi. You can't do anything about it. It's just they're not open to it yet. But like, I think that's why I'm like, when men are like, oh, I'm going to find my wife someday. And like, that's who I'm going to date first and marry. Like, that's the only thing until I find her, then I'm not dating. It's almost like, bro, you're not even looking to find someone that you're compatible with. You're just like, okay, I'm ready. Anyone wants, my taxi light's open, hop in. Like anyone can do, like, don't you want to be married to someone that you actually like emotionally bond with and that creates like home and comfort in like inside your
you
soul,
build like a life with.
Yeah,
I think it's like there's so much mishap and misconfusion because like even if a girl thinks they're gonna marry the guy, like it's ultimately like the guy proposes at the end of the day. It's just like
it really is like putting the power into their hands. Literally, the power is in their hands.
No, like literally, a lot of the girls are like, where do we find men? And they're looking in the wrong places, especially in New York. Where would you say you would find like a man ready to be in a relationship? Because a man that's like trying to go out and party, like if he's already doing that, that's going to be something that goes on forever in his life.
Here's where he is not. Socialista, Shea Margot, Zero Bond, Casa Cipriani. That is where gospel. He is not at gospel. Okay. I think you just kind of meet people like in the most random places, like the most non-romantic places, like literally, like I said, on your way to go pick up like your medication from like CVS or at the pharmacy, or like someone that you bump into while you're waiting in line to like pick up your laundry, like just really random unromantic places, which that's why I always say like, girl, you better look good when you're on your way to go pick up your meds from CVS. Okay. Make sure you are looking snatched. Okay, you never know. I think in New York City, because you're constantly exposed to people all the time and outside, it's just, I wouldn't, like I said, Do not go to gospel. Do not go to Zero Gone. Do not go.
If you start looking at for guys in like superficial places, like, oh, like we want a girl that
He's on the Hamptons this summer. I'll promise you that.
if you want to go and like find a guy like this, like there's like a general understanding where like you're a leech, they're providing something for the leeches, and you can be swapped out just like that. So if you're choosing your partner for your husband to raise your kids, to be the father of your children, maybe don't put yourself in a situation where you're that easily replaced.
You don't want them hanging out in circles where it's like all the same girls, all the same guys doing the same thing and everything. Like, I think go to have fun, go to enjoy your life, go when you're already in a relationship, go with your partner and like literally rip it. But going there to find someone to date, I feel like it's always, I personally have never like dated somebody that I found during, you know, my Hampton summers or anything like that.
But we also were talking about too for Hampton summers, like, and this goes kind of back into like the whole like drama and toxic environments and all that. But like, do you, as a New York native, you were saying like you didn't feel like you could go to Surf Lodge because it was like the guys are like the boyfriend or whatever is like that's a place where the guys are out. So it's like this whole thing. Like, can you explain that kind of like perspective?
I think like okay, personally for me, like I love Surf Lodge because I think it's actually a really cool venue because like really big artists like the Jonas Brothers.
Surf Lodge is this little exclusive place in New York or in the Montauk, and like it used to be for locals only. Now it's become very popular to like Alex Earl's been there, you know, it's been
it's literally a deck where they charge you $10K per table. Like it's actually insane. But what they do have is these really like A-list, B-list like artists that come perform, which is really cool because you could literally go see a concert. You can go see the Jonas Brothers. You can go see Adam Port. It's actually amazing. But what it is though, it's like this breeding ground of like rich party kids just spending money on tables and popping off in bottles and drinking. It's essentially like a club during the day. Like it's basically a club. If you're like a girl who has a boyfriend or a man who has a girlfriend and you're out there like partying without your partner, it's probably not the best look, you know, like it looks innocent outside of like just from look outside looking in, but really where you are, the people you're surrounded with, these are not people who are looking for genuine connections, long-term stability, like long-term friendships. They are looking to party, do drugs, and act on like these impulses that they have.
And they're like, they think like, oh, a new girl turns 22 every day. Like these are the guys that are paying for that stuff because that's what they want to be around. They know that they can attract. They know that they could do whatever ish. Like it's giving like Epstein vibes in a way, but like not really.
Yeah.
But like the guys that have a lot of money, especially in New York City, there's guys that, and we'll get into it deeper, but like there's guys that throw these parties that have a yearly calendar and like go onto the party full like platform just to find girls and just recycle and everyone's like, oh, I didn't get on the list this time. And it's like they do the Aspen party once a year. It's a different group of girls because they want their cut of every litter. And so you have to be careful. Like, yes, you're using this man, this smart, creepy man that uses his money. You're using him for his money and he's using you and you're just that disposable. Mm-hmm. So it's like, have fun, but it's not, that doesn't last.
No, it doesn't. My dad always says like, listen, it's not a bad thing to enjoy like the finer things in life. Obviously, like there's a reason why they are the finer things. They're to be enjoyed. But I think my dad always instilled in me, he's like, the best way to spend your money is by making memories with people you love, you know? So like I personally, these places that we're talking about, European Summer, Montauk, Hamptons, members lounges, to me, those experiences don't mean anything unless I'm with the people that I love. Like I don't want to be there with a bunch of random people that don't care about me if I live or die. I want to be there with the people that like I feel safest with. Like let's enjoy these things together. That's like the whole point. Like when we're talking about these disposable young women, like the 22-year-olds, like you can get a new one every summer. There's a new fresh batch of like 21, 22-year-olds that just moved to New York City who are ready to party. Like it's fun. It's the same feelings, the same thing, but really like you're just kind of burning your money with these little like, you know, accessories you're around you.
Yeah. Like when you come to New York, you party, you get distracted, and like in how many years, like you're going to look back, you're going to be 30 and you're going to be like, wait, I'm still right where I was. I didn't grow anything.
Doing the same thing, partying with the same people, same crowds. Yeah. Like you guys are traveling now across the country to do your summer with the same, 150 people you've seen all year round. It's like, are you even enjoying these these beautiful countries and like venues anymore? Or are you just literally just doing it because you don't understand what significance you have outside of spending your time doing that?
And also, a lot of people do drugs in New York City. Like, this isn't a new thing. Like, it's been in movies, whatever. I feel like if you have to go out and like use that as an excuse to party every day to just like hide the fact that you're addicted to these drugs and to the highs and like whatever, this is never gonna end good.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point. Like I just said, making memories with the people that you love is the whole point of this. And because everyone is so flaky and everything is so temporary, people are replaceable. People have new best friends, new friend groups every fucking year.
Literally.
Dude.
As easy as it comes, it's as easy as it goes.
Yeah, it's like, what is the point? Like, you don't want to look back and be like, I spent so much of my life with people who didn't give a shit about me.
Yeah, people that don't want the best for you. People that are secretly using friendship to control you so that you don't outshine them. And this is so important to like look back and reflect. And it will take a lot of trial and error for you to realize like, whoa, I've been being manipulated. I've been, and it's New York City. Like, people come here for money. They come here.
For clout, for friends.
For clout, they have a mission.
Yeah. I think that's like why like we keep talking about this, and it's so important. Like, it is that deep. Like, building genuine friendships here and making sure you sustain them, show respect. You don't like not respect your friends' feelings if they feel some type of way about a person, but you're like, they never did anything to me. Like, those things actually do matter, because once again, you don't want to have to just sever all these friendships and start over again with a new group of people who probably won't care about you either. Like, it's really that deep. Like, respecting your friends, being around people who genuinely love and care about you and cherish you, regardless of what you have to offer them, access wise, money wise, anything. That's the most important thing. You find those people, you hold on to them.
Girls are like this for like girls with influence, girls that have like connections, fake girls. And then they're also like this with girls that come from wealthy parents. And you can tell that they're just like sink their teeth in and they try to like just, they aren't like, it's crazy because we've seen it happen so many times.
Especially if like you're like a girl who comes from like wealthy parents. What you like value and care about is so different than someone who's like living in survival mode, just trying to like make their rent. So like what they value and care about is like significance within social groups. They're not really like chasing like, like money or dreams or anything like that. They're very much just chasing like significance, control, hierarchy, social status. So that's really the ones that you see who like to control the groups, sink their teeth into people, choose who's in, choose who's out.
If you literally have to psychoanalyze the friend group and like deconstruct it, reverse construct it to weasel your way in, that's already shady. That's like that alone without talking.
I'm like,
shit.
Girl, you're not busy enough. What the fuck? Like, how do you have all the time to even do stuff like that? Like, I don't understand. To me, it shows someone that is, I think that shows also like a person who has like no actual like passion or interests or hobbies outside of the fact of just being relevant. Like, this is like a very low form of like basic identity, like insignificance, just wanting like others to be like, oh yeah, like I want you there, you're included. I think like real power is being like the loner sometimes, or at least just being around the people and like just nurturing the friendships that truly make you feel seen. And even if they aren't, even if you're not doing the coolest things out there, the craziest things, you're not the biggest parties, it's so important because you don't want to look back at your life and be like, I spent time with people who didn't care about me.
It's actually really, 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 really cool to care about people. And
she's like, caring about people is cool, you guys. You should try it.
No, eventually you can hide and you can sneak and you can scheme for as long as you want, but eventually the truth comes out, and like
it always comes to light.
Who you are is who you are. If you're an evil person to the core, like what you have coming for you is coming for you. You know what I mean? And like,
and we're talking about you. No, I'm kidding.
We're not. No, but like we're only even like saying this, I feel like, is like we had to learn the hard way with friendships. I even feel like with relationships, your boyfriend could be your biggest hater. Like you could be in bed with your biggest hater every night.
Yeah.
And you don't realize, and then it's like shit. Like, like my life's in shambles. I don't know.
I feel like personally for me, like I've always been like, I'm a little bit like I'm a tough one when it comes to like men and dating and relationships. Like I have a short tolerance for how much I will like accept or whatever. But when it comes to my female friendships, and this is where I've been stupid and like hurt in the past, I'm like, oh, I'll do anything. Like, I love you. Like, I want to nurture you and take care of you. And like, so many have just not been like reciprocated like that.
They'll use that and be like, well, hey, like, you're my friend. So and it's like, wait a second.
Yeah. And oh my God. And I would eat that up and be like, I'm your friend. Like, you're right. Like, it's my responsibility. Yes. But learning how to have that sort of boundary with like your friendships, like, you got to be careful about like who truly cares about you, like your mental health.
Evil people will use your guilty conscience to try and manipulate you. That's why you need to be careful how you move around everyone, even your closest friends. Like, literally your best friend could be your secret hater. It's happened so many times.
I have a question from somebody, and the question was, how did you start this podcast? How did you even convince your friend to start a podcast with you? And I'm fully gonna throw that to you, because you guys, this was Natalie's vision, her idea for the longest time. I was kind of like, yeah, like whatever. And then we just ended up getting into it. But yeah, you tell them, especially with someone who is tough to crack like me. Like, how did you do it?
Really?
Yeah.
No, honestly, that's such a great question. And I would be lying if I said this was like my first try doing this. Like, I've tried probably like 10 times.
No shame.
Over the last 4 years, I've actually been in this exact studio 4 years ago. Or like 3 years ago when I first moved here, because I had another idea called The Ghost Girls. And it was going to be a podcast with my roommate at the time, the girl that threw the wine glass.
Yeah.
So if you want to go find that, that's a failed attempt. But that's why I'm like,
shout out Ghost Girls.
Shout out. That's why I'm like, I'm trying to like use everything I've learned for us. But in the sense of like, the only advice I can give you is, if you move to New York City or you move to a big city, you have a dream. One, you have to protect it. You have to show up for it every like single day. And like, nobody is gonna try to help you. Like, it's like literally just like cutthroat. Like, you have to protect it and see it through from the start on. Second, if you're in a really unhealthy relationship or friendship or stuff like that, or it's like you're just getting involved in like the distractions in life, like going out and like doing the wrong things and neglecting your responsibilities and doing shady shit, not feeling yourself and showing up with anxiety and not being like your present self, it literally makes it, I'm not kidding, like 45 times harder to even get anything done. If you were in a good headspace and you're set and you know who you are and you're like, fuck, like, we're doing this, and like, I know that I'm a good person, I know that I'm not fighting with anyone right now, like, I have the energy to show up for this, and like, doing that and like just getting it done, like, once you can do that, you're elite. But it's just, it's when you decide, I'm not gonna let something distract me from this, I'm just gonna keep going. I think for my co-host, it was really hard finding a good co-host.
Oh really?
Oh my God. I mean, so many great people like that I thought were so funny. Even my like old friend, and Emma's like, hi Emma, shout out, I love you, like, you come on whenever. No, she was like, I literally know you wanted me to do it so bad, like she's like, to this day, like, I wish I did it. I'm like, whatever, come do it, whatever. But like, no, you have to be, it's so something that like, first of all, it's nice because you're morally, and like, you're just like a good person all around. So like, you have a good heart. I feel like we're both like, we match each other in that way, where it's like, it's like real. What this is real.
Yeah. You have to, I think, the authenticity of it, like finding someone who's like, I think for me personally, this is really comfortable because I feel like it's literally not like us acting or whatever. We're literally having a real conversation, talking, and this is exactly what we do off camera anyways. Yeah. So that's why I think it was a really comfortable thing.
It's kind of like therapy. It's like we feel like we have our voice back, and I feel like we both have similar situations. Like there's no bond like someone that you're with when like going through like similar situations. Like there's no bond like two girls going through slightly similar situations at the same time.
Oh my God, yeah. And guys, I will tell you this, like Natalie, this bitch is loyal as fuck. Like me and her, we operate in different ways, but when it comes to like loyalty and like genuinely being like a real person, and like I have a lot of respect for people who are so passionate and so hardworking, and that's what Natalie is. Like when it came to this podcast and convincing me to do it, the way that she's treated this so seriously, like it's a real business, even it's gotten me like, I need someone to push me, and like this is what we've been talking about, like it's a really good match. And she also needs someone, I think, sometimes to ground her in all like the chaos. And like I think it's really the chemistry, to be honest, when we said that the chemistry that we have like doing this on camera, off camera, was kind of like a pure luck thing. Because when we looked back at it, we were like, whoa, this is actually kind of cool.
And
like,
it's honestly so fun. Like, we're obsessed with it. We love it. We laugh at it. We get excited talking about it. We're like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this a lot. We're like, write that down. Like, we're excited because like in a world where like the the bully or the group mentality, or like people are misunderstood in a world where there is kind of like the underdog, like the morally right person doesn't really have like a voice. We're kind of trying to create that for the girls that are in these sticky situations, that are like, whoa, this girl's my friend, but like she's been using me, or like, whoa, like I didn't know that I had to look out for this and whatnot.
Yeah, I would say too, like you guys hear the way, like, if you want to start a podcast with your friend, choose a friend that speaks to you with like kindness and respect. Like me and Natalie, we do not knock each other down. Like even on this like podcast, you can see like we're constantly complimenting, and we have a lot of respect and like understanding for each other.
And that's like on screen and off.
Yeah, and like I get it. It's sometimes fun, especially in these like girl groups, like throwing shade at each other, like poking fun, and that's like all innocent. But you don't want to be with a partner or work with a friend closely who has like this nastiness to them. Like I think picking somebody that you feel like is generally just like a good person, cares about your best interest, cares about your mental health the most, is the most important part. Because I would never want to do anything to my like friend here to hurt them emotionally, like anything. And I know she wouldn't be like that either. She would never like, she never talked to anybody with like that either.
And like with things like this, like for example, we know that like we're putting our thoughts online. We're creating,
it's risky.
We're creating this kind of like connection in a way to hopefully to reach and help people. But we understand that there's gonna be things taken out of context, people like hating us online.
Oh my God, the support's been overwhelming.
but our main goal is to just be louder. Even if they have something to say, we're going to be louder. We aren't going to back down, guys.
I like it.
I love it. No, and I think that Nimmi has been, you honestly are so brave. I brought her right in. You've been like a natural from the start, but you're so well spoken too. And you taught me so much. Like you genuinely have helped me through my breakup. Like this is not a lie. Like she's seen it all. So it's like, we literally are finding these discoveries that I'm like, if I would have known that then, maybe things would have been different. And that's why it's so important that we're like, ooh, no, hand us a mic.
Yeah, and this is what you're kind of showing me too. Like Natalie's been showing me like the cutthroat like business side of it, like just how much you have to protect yourself, protect your dream, making sure you're like, you're never too dependent on somebody to like basically be able to take everything away. Like when I tell you that this girl is so savvy and so like she is like in the best way. Like there could be in Wall-E, how the first scene, like that one cockroach that's still living after everything is gone. I'm like, that is Natalie, bro.
How is that me?
That is Natalie. I'm very like, she is a dream chaser. She will push. She will literally risk it all. And you need a friend like that. Like if you're not naturally that, because once again, I can show up on camera. I can be authentic. I can be, I could do well with like the audience, stuff like that. But I am not even, forget risk taker. I'm not even a chance taker. Okay. I've always been very careful. You need someone out of the two of you need someone who's going to be the risk taker, the chance taker, the dream pusher. And like, I think then you're really, really set.
I think we have the best team ever. It's just us two.
Yeah, the best team. I'm like, HR is sick, PR is sick.
I was like, damn, wait, I gotta be like HR appropriate in this.
Yeah.
I have been like on a social team, and there's always these like stereotypes online, like the social team girl wearing a ton of incognito to like 20 brands, and you're on the Instagram and it's like, you're swiping through and it's like, ooh, which person do I want to be today? Meanwhile, like I actually have like trauma, I swear.
Yeah.
I'm really blessed for this trauma from my corporate jobs, like my past. But the fact of the matter is, like, if you're running a social media for a big brand that makes millions of dollars, that has thousands and thousands of followers, like the second, and it's similar to like friend groups and toxic shit. The second that you're done with the company, they cut you off so fast. They log you out of the Slack. They say someone's coming to pick up your laptop. You can't save any of your work. Nothing, no evidence of the past 2 years of you working will be there. So for me, I'm like, well, I've been burned so many fucking times where I'm like, let's do it. Let me just like use that to like benefit us in a way. So like suffering wasn't like so pointless.
It's experience. That's why I feel like with like dating and friendships and stuff, like all this suffering, I'm like, I feel like I use the wisdom now, but it's applicable. But I think, starting a podcast, make sure at least, if it's not both of you, at least one of you is the dream chaser. Another one is, I think, making sure there's mutual respect and love with the person you're partnering up with. Because I would not be doing this if I did not feel like safe with the person that's like who's been trying to push for this project the whole time. And then what's one more last thing to like start a project?
I think that to start your project, all you really have to do, like, write into ChatGPT, give me the first steps into starting a podcast, and come up with a name, make the Instagram, plan to shoot it, and that's it. Like, it's kind of like, you know, it's like your own YouTube channel. It's as simple as that. I didn't know it was that easy. We actually do need to get this on Apple Music.
Yes. I don't, do you know anyone that listens on Apple Music?
I don't. I'm a Spotify girly through and through. But
I'm a YouTube podcaster through and through.
You are?
That's why it's a good mix.
It is. Wait, also it's like a beautiful day out right now. Look how nice the weather just changed. Should we go get like a drink?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, we definitely need to go day drinking after this. Shout out story time.
Yeah, we're going to story time. Wait, stop! I'm so excited. And the next time we'll be talking to them, like, we don't know. Well, maybe stay with us while we're figuring out the kinks of the studio. We're just trying to figure out, like,
yeah, guys, we're in a transition phase right now. I feel like there's a lot going on. Natalie is moving.
We still need an intro song if anyone wants to make it for us.
Yes, anyone wants to send us over some ideas, and we like it. Like, we've been getting some questions. Keep sending us questions. Literally, DM Natalie, DM me, write it on the YouTube post. Like, we love it. It's actually very helpful. It tells us what you guys want to actually listen to and like hear us talk about. And yeah, we're so excited.
Thank you guys so much for watching episode 5.
Episode 5, baby. Thank you guys so much. We will see you again soon.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow us, and yeah.
We love you.
Bye.